me via Twitter. I saw it on there. I thought, hey man, that's really cool. I want to check this thing out. So this product, if you couldn't tell by the video description, it's called Flip2BFit is the name of it. And there's actually two different versions. There's this cool board game one and this cool matching one. I'm not 100% sure if it's Bakari or Bakari or exactly how you say it, but these are the two different variations. Definitely a great activity to use at home. I could see it being used for indoor recess if you got the kids who can't go outside, it's too cold, or it's raining or something like that. You know, the classroom teachers are always looking to do something for your students. This would be a great tool. I definitely think it's geared for your lower grade students, probably second, first grade, kindergarten possibly. In just a minute here, we'll cut to some clips and I'll zoom in so you can kind of see better what the cards actually look like. I do really like the layout of the card. I love the graphic on there in the description. It's fantastic. So that is awesome. Towards the end here, I'll explain some activities, how I would use these cards in a PE classroom. And so I actually gave this one, the matching one, to my fourth graders to try out because I wanted just curiosity. And they seemed to kind of enjoy it. It was a nice little change for them, something they weren't normally used to. And you'll see the two difference of the products here in just a minute. So without further ado, let's take a closer look. All right, so here's what we got here. So here's some samples of the cards. And if I can, I'll try to zoom in a little bit tighter so you can kind of get a better idea. This is the memory type one. I don't know if it's Bakari or Bakari or exactly how you would pronounce it, but this unfolds. I didn't want to unfold too much, but you have actually places that you can put your cards. Directions are written down at the bottom, which is really helpful as well for some of your students. But if you could see that with these cards, I really like, you know, the pictures on them. There's your description and everything like that. And of course, numbers that go along with the game, and you could read the directions and get further details on that. The backs, there's some back of this one. They're really nice and thick. I do like that. When you think about things that we use in class and how often kids' hands are on these, if you're like me, you're going to laminate this stuff like I do my playing cards. I put these through the laminator and it would make it last a little bit longer. So here's a close-up of that one, and give me a second and I'll show you the other. So here is the board game one, which this would be beneficial definitely for your classroom. Also be great for at home if you want your students to do things active at home. This will be great. So there's your board game, you get a spinner, you get the pawn pieces to go along with it. And then here's the different cards I was talking about. So you got yoga, stretching, you got your strength, you got your cardio. And let me just pull out a few so you can kind of get a good idea. So here's your yoga, different poses and stuff. And this one's pretty neat because they have things in here that you would do individually, and then there's like group ones that you would do together as everybody plays. So it really does, I think, do a good job involving the whole family. So that's why I like this idea to be used for home. Definitely the cards also could be used in PE. And in just a moment here, for my ending, I will talk a little bit about how I will plan on using these cards in my class. So I just want to give you a good idea, and let me try to pull this up a little bit more. Hopefully you can see that. But I really like, again, real nice and thick cards. These are just the same thickness as the other ones. So, all right. Here's a better close-up for you guys, so you can get a good idea of what they look like. Let's move along in the review. So some other things that I really like about the Flip2BFit program is that it lines up with standards in PE curriculums across the United States. So it's fantastic that they kept that in mind when developing this, and it's amazing. And to think about two schools who don't have a full-time dedicated physical education teacher, they can use this in their schools, and since the standards are already written for it, so it's awesome. So I highly encourage you to go check out their website. You can click the link below, or you can simply type in Flip2BFit, and it should populate for you. I believe you can order this product from their website, and I think there's some other locations as well as you can get it, depending on if you have to purchase from different companies. So Yeah, it's awesome.
There you have it. That is what my opinions are on it. Of course, you know, if you have it or if you use it at home or you use it with your students and you've got some great ideas of how you've been using it, feel free to comment below. That'd be fantastic so we can all learn and share ways that I'm planning on using it in the future from here. If those of you that have followed me on YouTube or followed my website have seen a bunch of different fitness activities, I'm really big on that. I've used a bunch of different cards with that. So my plan is just to kind of incorporate them with what I'm already using the cards for. So I've got games where the kids may go around and do a lap or two and they stop and they pull a card out of the bucket, they perform the exercise, they put the card back, they go back out and do 2 laps. You know, a nice quick warm up. I can see myself using that exact same thing with those cards. And it's perfect. I love it. And like I said, everything on it is great. It's right there. The kids have everything they need off the card. You know, there's other games out I could do where you could come run down and you could do like a relay style. You can have the kids that are looking for a certain, you want to work the cardio cards or you want to use the strengthening cards. You just scatter those out on one side. You can have them partner up on the other side. They take turns going down, pulling a card, doing the exercise, and taking it back. So there's a lot of different ways you can use the cards rather than just at home or in the classroom as a resource there. Those are some ways that I plan on using them. How about you? What are you going to do? So hopefully this review, you enjoyed it. As always, I'm Coach Pro reminding you to keep on moving.